Hello, Aries. What's up with you guys? I want to start on February today. So we're going to knock out your February 2022 reading. For those of you who would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading, please check the description of this video. That's where you will find everything you need to know. Let me get out of this hoodie. There we go. All right. So I want to start this off with a past, present, future. Past, present, future for Aries. I think we'll probably focus. Actually, I want to do this past and new. I kind of want to, well, not new, but the next person coming in. So that's how I'm going to start this out. What's up, y'all? How you doing? How you doing? I'm starting February a little early. I normally start that on the 21st, the next month, but I'm bored, so let's knock this out here. Ooh, the Hermit. Some of you could be connected with a Virgo, possibly. I don't know what to say about that yet, though. Hang on. Okay, the Devil reversed. Huh. So it looks like in the past you connected with somebody here, and I was this you in the past? Was that you? Somebody here wasn't really opening up and expressing their emotions 100% in the past. Actually, you know what? This connection may not have even gone anywhere. You may have connected with somebody hoping that it would go somewhere, but then you got this 10 of Cups too. This is confusing. What kind of mess did you get connected with in the past, Aries? What was that? It kind of, with the Queen of Cups reversed, Ace of Wands reversed, it almost looks to me like you connected with somebody in the past and it never went anywhere. Like maybe you were hoping that it would go somewhere, or maybe it didn't go as far as you wanted it to go, possibly. I'm feeling like somebody was faking this. Somebody here was lying about their emotions in the past. Yeah. Let's see what's going on in the present moment. That's confusing. That's confusing. For those of you who dealt with a situation in the past that still has you really confused, I feel you. I'm confused too. Oh, look, check it out. Creeping up into the present moment, it's almost looking like somebody wants to apologize. There may be an apology coming in. But with the King of Pentacles in the reverse, I'm gonna have to dig deep on this right here. I'm gonna have to dig deep. So creeping up into the future, I don't see you letting go of this anytime soon, but I do see you connecting with somebody new. Yeah, so you do have something new coming in, but I don't see you letting go of the past at the same time. Whoever this was you were dealing with in the past, I don't see them showing you any emotion, even if you do get an apology. What did you all get wrapped up in? I'm like, it's not really that I'm confused because the surface layer makes sense, but usually I can peel the surface layer back pretty quickly and figure out what's going on deep inside. And that I'm having a hard time with that here. First, okay, whatever. That's just a general outline. Maybe this will put the rest of those pieces together. Let's see here. Let's look at the past person's feelings towards Aries. If you're not inquiring about a past person, sit tight. I'll get to you in a minute. How's the past person actually even feeling about Aries? Okay, the Sun card. Could be a Leo for some of you. Magician reversed. Okay. They're still holding on to this too. I knew it. Okay, hang on. Look. Yep, I knew it. There we go. It makes sense now. So maybe this person in the past, you were confused because I feel like they weren't being 100% genuine with you about how they felt in the past. And they're still not. See, because look, they're still holding on to this. They still have some sort of feelings towards you, but with the Nine of Swords and the Sun card and the Five of Cups reversed, they want you to think that they're over it. I think they want you to think not only are they over it, but they never really cared to begin with. That's what it is. This person's been lying to you about their feelings this whole time, I think. Okay. That makes more sense. That makes more sense now. That's still kind of a confusing situation. Still kind of confusing, but it makes more sense than it did. Okay. All right. I'm actually kind of feeling like this person's looking back in the past, wishing that they would have done it differently. I'm feeling like they're kind of looking back, wishing they would have done things differently. They're too afraid to come forward, though. So they're playing it off, though. They're playing it off like they're happy. They're over it. They don't care. I don't think that's true, though. I don't think that is true. Well, are they planning to take any kind of actions towards Aries then? Are they taking any action towards you? Yep, Judgment. Nah, look, it's in the upright this time. Nah, they're too scared. They're too scared. They're too afraid of drama. That's what they're too afraid of. They're too afraid of drama. So it looks like they're moving past this because they're afraid of drama. Now, you tell me, how accurate are they? Would it be drama if they tried to approach you? Would it actually turn into an argument? Because that's what they're assuming. King of Wands reversed again. Doesn't look like this person's taking a whole lot of action anytime soon. Would it be a good idea for Aries to approach this person? What's the advice for Swords reversed? Okay. All right. Okay. So pretty much, and I'm sure this already came through for you in January a couple of times. If you are wanting communication with this person, it is going to have to be you that does it. But I wouldn't dump all of your eggs in the basket of a full-on reconciliation. Tower card reversed. Okay. All right. So Fool card, Page of Swords. Yeah, it's going to have to be you that takes action if you want to get this ball rolling. But what I would do is I would just see if the two of you can be friends for now. For now. See if the like because especially, and I'm trying not to get too specific. So for those of you who dealt with a situation that didn't get anywhere in the past, see if you can crack that layer. You know, that whatever that wall is that they had up in the past, and the wall they still have up, you're going to have to see if you can crack past that. If you can't get them to let that wall down, either A, you're going to have to deal with this person just being a friend to you, or B, I wouldn't even go there. Because if you get your expectations up, if you're too emotionally attached to this person, you know, and your expectations don't get met, then you're going to get hurt. Yeah. So those are the two decisions that you have right now with the Tower card reversed and the Death card. Okay. If you want to reconcile things, you're going to have to take it slow and see if the two of you can be friends, see if you can get that wall to come down. If you don't think you can do that, you are going to have to allow this to come to an end and make sure you go through the healing process. Okay. I don't have time to go on that whole lecture, but I will say this, okay? Healing comes in 3 stages: acceptance, understanding, and gratitude. Acceptance, understanding, and gratitude. Okay? Let's look at, should I do the singles first, or let's do singles. Single Aries and their love interest. Let's see if anything is happening in February. Anything happening in February between single Aries? Oh, shit. What's that all about? That's that conflict card, though. That conflict, though? Why conflict? Ace of Swords reversed. Miscommunications could lead to drama between you and this person. Page of Cups. I'm honest. Yeah, Knight of Cups. Look, I'm feeling like a love offer is going to be made. I do feel like a love offer is going to be made, but I don't know. Now, okay, Aries. All right, let's have a talk for a minute, Aries, okay? I love you. You know that, right? You know I love my Aries people. But sometimes it's best to take a step back if you don't understand something that somebody said and get them to clarify. Like, if you take something that somebody says the wrong way, don't just snap on them. Don't just run with it, okay? Take a step back and be like, yo, I could have swore you said this the other day, and now you're saying this. Did I get that right, or did I misunderstand you? Or is there some kind of miscommunication? Because it's showing here, and I don't know what the miscommunications are all about. I mean, we have a clear, no retrograde, no nothing going on. But it is showing that I feel like a love offer is going to be made. I feel like it is. But it looks like very, very quickly, a miscommunication could end up leading to a big fight between the two of you. Yeah, 9 of Swords. There's a lot of nervousness and anxiety here in this situation. And the 7 of Wands. Are you just like so into, look, are you like so into this person that maybe for some of you, your mind is thinking up a worst case scenario? And because your mind is playing this worst case scenario, you're kind of subconsciously looking for that worst case scenario. And if you're looking hard enough for it, if you're focused on it, your imagination could invent that worst case scenario when it was never there to begin with, you know? That's kind of what I'm feeling here. Some of you are so into this person that you're nervous and anxious. And let's look at this person's intentions. Let's look at their intentions. Let's see. Yeah, I would have to say, in my personal experience, my favorite signs of the zodiac are the fire signs. They're my favorites. All of them. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. I am very happily married to a Sagittarius. Every single Aries I have ever been friends with, you know what ends our friendship? A miscommunication. A miscommunication. Them either thinking that I said something that I didn't say, like, you know, that every friendship that has ever been ended, a miscommunication, and they just bang fire the gun, and like, you won't even hear me out and let me explain myself to you, you know? So don't let that happen with this new potential love interest, because it looks like there could be some potential here. Let's see this person's actual intentions. Let's see what kind of person they are. Yeah, I think they picked you out of a crowd. By the time the two of you connected, I think some of you know that this person has a lot of options available to them, don't you? Some of you know that. But I do think that they have more feelings for you than anybody else, honestly. I think they got more feelings for you than anybody else. Yes, they are still hung up on a past person. They are afraid of abandonment. They are afraid of rejection. See, this person doesn't want no drama. This person's a very chillaxed, drama-free individual. They still have some healing that they need to do, though. They do. So I do see a little bit of the energy of having a defense mechanism. You know, yeah. Nine of Pentacles, a very strong vibe of independence coming from this person. But I don't see bad intentions. I really don't. I do not. I do not see this person trying to bullshit you, blow smoke up your ass, string you along. I don't see none of that. I really don't. Let's look at the outcome then. Let's look at the outcome. Uh-oh, Five of Pentacles. It's looking to me like you might end up abandoning this. Four of Pentacles. Hermit reverse. This this keeps coming up. Every spread that I've pulled so far, this Hermit reverse has come up. This is in the outcome. So far, the way it's looking, I'm going to have to get some advice here because it's looking like there's going to be some kind of confrontation between the two of you, and you're probably going to end up just abandoning this altogether. Emperor reverse. Let's get the advice. Let's get at least a couple of advice cards. What's the best advice for Aries? Single Aries. The Page of Wands reversed. Okay, we want to be anti-drama. We don't want no drama in this situation. None. Okay, be careful when it comes to intimacy as well. We're all grown adults. Can't tell you what to and what not to do. But I will say just be wise. Okay? It's 2023. It's time that we become more energetically educated, aware, and intelligent. When you sleep with somebody, your energies get tangled up like a tangled up ball of fishing line. Oh, yes, they do. Oh, yes, they do. Your energies get tied together like this when you sleep with somebody. Now, if you're a skilled energy worker, then no big deal. No big deal. I can untie from that. I can shed that. I can cut those ties if you're a skilled energy worker. But most people aren't. Most people have no clue that they are walking around energetically tied to fucking 20 people that they just fucked. They have no idea. And they wonder why they feel like shit. You know, they wonder why they're so bogged down and their vibe is so low and they're so irritable and they got all these weird thoughts flying through their head that aren't their thoughts. And these crazy emotions pop up out of nowhere that are not their emotions. It's because you're energetically tied to 20 fucking people. Just be wise. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. I don't think there's anything wrong whatsoever with the two of you letting this pick up. Be sure you finish up any unfinished business from the past. Okay? When it comes to any past people, any past heartbreak, make sure you tie any loose ends. You know, make any apologies to any people in the past because that does affect your energetic pathway moving forward. And do not be afraid to be vulnerable. Can't be afraid. Vulnerability is not a weakness. No, it's not. As long as you are emotionally independent. If you're emotionally independent, you can be vulnerable with anybody you want and they can't hurt you. They can't hurt you. The only time vulnerability puts you in a weak place is when you are emotionally codependent and you have expectations. Then that is when vulnerability makes you weak. Okay? All right. How much time we got? Okay. All right. Let's look at. Let's go ahead and do, I guess, the current person. If you are not experiencing any problems, issues, or concerns with your current person, then this is not for you. Uh-oh, more drama. More drama. Some of you are dealing with an immature communicator. Somebody who doesn't know how to communicate maybe they don't know how to speak their mind like a mature adult. They don't know how to communicate their emotions like a mature adult. You know what comes to mind when I see this right here? You ever see that meme float around social media that says, stay away from people who always think you're arguing every time you try to express how you feel? You ever hear that? Every person I have ever heard say that, you know why people think they're arguing when they express how they feel? Because they're expressing how they feel like a little toddler who's not getting their way. You see what I'm saying? It's like you can express how you feel, but how you deliver that message is your responsibility. If I come at you all aggressive and in your face and that's my fault if that starts an argument. That's my fault. It's my if I have a problem with you, it's my responsibility to approach you like a mature adult and explain how I feel like a mature adult in a way that you can receive the message. We are humans. When we are attacked or we feel attacked, it triggers our defenses. Period. Okay? So it's my responsibility to deliver you that message in a way in which you don't feel attacked. I can't blame you for that, you know? That's so immature when people do that shit. So damn immature. If I'm going to come at you aggressive, then that's because I'm expecting a fight. Maybe I'm wanting to start a fight. You know what I mean? But I'm feeling like somebody here is an immature communicator. Let's see here. Yeah, man. Yeah. The emotional immaturity. Some of you are dealing with an emotional manipulator too. For some of you, I'm trying not to get too specific here, but are you dealing with somebody that gets all pouty whenever they don't get their way? Pout like a little toddler, you know? Oh, I'm just seeing a lot of emotional manipulation and mind games being played here. And as we speak, yes, this connection is deteriorating in front of your very eyes. It is. Page of Cups reversed. Look at all these pages. We got all these damn pages. We got a page in the upright, a page in the reverse, a king in the upright, and a king in the reverse. Are you dealing with somebody that's a little bit bipolar by chance? Possibly. Let's look at their intentions. Let's look at their intentions. What are their intentions? What's their intentions? Two of Pentacles reversed. Oh my God, Aries, dude. What is up with this card in your readings today? How many times this card got to come up, dude? Hang on. Oh, Page of Cups reversed, Tower card, Hangman. So this person is anticipating that this could come to an end at any given moment. It almost kind of feels to me like they are waiting on it. Like they're just waiting on this to come to an end. Yeah, 10 of Cups reversed, Tower card, Hangman. And again, Page of Cups reversed. Yeah. Ace of Wands reversed. Okay. Could be a Leo for some of you. Also have Scorpio here, Death card. Okay, doesn't really look like they have high hopes. Let's see the outcome. Will this come to an end? Will it take a turn for the best or for the worst in February? Eight of Cups reversed. So I don't see you walking away from this. So more than likely, things are pretty much staying the same in February. What's the advice? What's the advice? Eight of Wands reversed. Oh, the Tower card. So I always do the best that I can. I can't say 100% of the time. I can't say that. Okay. But about 90 to 95% of the time, I try not to advise that you just leave a relationship. I always try to look for a way to fix things. But I will say this. Especially those of you who are dealing with an on and off connection. I know there's some of you dealing with an on and off. In my personal humble opinion, an on and off relationship is not a successful relationship. I don't care if y'all been together 10 years. That's not success. That's a mess. If the tower falls, let it burn. Let it burn. Don't fight the path the universe is putting you on. I don't know, man. It's just not. Do everything that you can to work on yourself. But I just don't really feel like this person is putting forth their half of the work. So if the tower falls, don't fight to try to rebuild it. If it falls, let it burn. At some point in time, we have to learn when to take a step back and say, well, all right, then, universe, I guess this is how you want it. That's not an easy path to walk by chance, by the way. I know that when I say that, it sounds easy. It sounds like, oh, I just let things happen, and that's not easy. No, it's not. No, it's not. It requires a very, very, very strong mind to be able to look at a situation in your life, especially a situation that is not going the way you want it to, and trusting that the universe is doing it for a reason. That's hard. That's hard. This is where your spiritual strength comes in. How strong are you spiritually? How much do you actually trust the universe? In no way. I know I sit in front of you guys and I give you spiritual advice, things that you need to do to walk the path. And I don't want to be one of those spiritual people on the internet that makes this shit sound easy, because that'll confuse you. That'll mislead you. People like that confused me when I was on my path. It's hard. But this is planet Earth. Nothing is supposed to be easy here. That's the whole point. Okay. All right. Well, do we have time to do anything else? Let's do the new person. Let's do the new person. If you are not dealing with or inquiring about somebody who just recently showed up in your life, and this is not for you. Two of Pentacles reversed. I want to get some good messages. I want to get something good and positive. Seemed like there was just a bunch of drama in this reading, man. I don't like that. I want to get some happy shit, man. Justice reversed. Seven of Pentacles reversed. Okay. All right. So between Aries and the new person, very sexual. Very sexual. But for those of you who are wondering whether or not this person just views this as a sex-based connection, I don't think so. I do think that they actually have feelings for you at the same time. But yes, a sex-based connection is very high on their list of priorities. But I don't think that's their only priority. That makes sense? Communication between the two of you is a little bit funny. I see you really second guessing and overthinking everything that they say. Okay. It really doesn't. It kind of almost feels like you might be making this You might be making this worse in your mind than it actually is. You very well may, especially if you're dealing with somebody who's been single for a while. If you're dealing with somebody who's been single for a while, yes, they are very interested in a sex-based connection, but I don't think that's all they want. Let's look at their intentions. I got that devil card already yelling at me there. You see that? What's this person's intentions? What kind of person are they? What does their energy look like? They got unfinished business with a past person. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So they want, okay. First of all, yes, they do have unfinished business with a past person. They're still getting over a karmic relationship that they got out of. Excuse me. However, are they trying to reconcile with the past person? No. They are wanting to leave the past in the past and start new and start fresh, and they do want something long term. Right now, so there's that, and I feel like they're going through a little period where they are looking for red flags. They're looking for red flags. They're trying not to ignore any red flags. Yeah, they're ready to start new and start fresh. They're just looking for red flags. They're making sure that you are who you say you are. Your actions match up with your words. You're going to be consistent. You're not just talking to a whole bunch of other people playing eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I think their intentions are good. Could be a Taurus for some of you. I think eventually this person probably wants kids someday too. All right. Outcome for February. Outcome for February. Ace of Swords reversed again. Still having some communication problems throughout February. We can't blame that on no retrograde either. So y'all are still communicating a little bit weird, and I still see you got your guard up. But I don't see you going anywhere. The two of you are actually, things are moving faster between the two of you than you know. You may be trying to be careful and cautious, but I'm going to use my desert analogy again. Okay. For those of you who haven't heard me. Any of you ever driven from Southern California to Las Vegas or anywhere really in the desert? Like you get to this point between Southern California and Vegas where you're kind of up elevated a little bit and you look out and all you see is a long highway for probably, 50 miles. It just goes on forever. And when you look at it, when you look out at it, it looks like you're just looking at a big painting and you're just sitting there, not moving. But when you look down at your speedometer, you see you're doing 85 miles an hour. When you look down at the street's moving real fast. But when you just look at it, it doesn't look like you're going anywhere. It looks like you're just sitting in one spot. Similarly, you may be you may be thinking that things are moving slow between the two of you. They're not. Things are picking up and moving a lot quicker than you know. A lot quicker. Let's get the advice. Advice for Aries and the newest person. The Empress, 9 of Swords reversed. Okay. You are safe to kick your running shoes off and get comfy. Do not let nervousness and anxiety control you. Okay. That does not mean don't be nervous. We're humans. We have feelings. We can't help it. But do the best you can not to allow nervousness and anxiety in the driver's seat. Because when we start making decisions based on fear and anxiety, we start manifesting situations that harmoniously resonate with nervousness and anxiety. That's why anxiety is a self-perpetuating cycle, basically. Okay. Do not neglect any healing that needs to be done from the past. New relationships are notorious for distracting you from any healing that needs to be done. And as a matter of fact, some people take it even a step further and get into relationships with the intention of distracting themselves from their heartbreak. That is not very smart. Okay. All right. But it looks to me like you're safe to kick your running shoes off, get comfy. There's potential, there's massive potential for this to be long term. We got the King of Cups, and this is what I like to see here: the Emperor and the Empress. Masculine and feminine counterparts came out side by side. There's a lot of potential with this connection. There's a whole lot. All right. Well, I feel like those were the messages that my Aries friends needed to hear. So I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all again for tuning in and playing along. I greatly appreciate all of the love, support, and positive feedback you guys show me every time I get on here and do this. Makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to check the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.